Okay, we are going to have a really quick look at one of the Triptico resources, which I think is a really easy one to use and worth having a play with. It's the word magnets tool. And you might have an opportunity in the session, but this is also a really good place to look for more. 60 ways to use it. I'm going to show you a very quick one, so it certainly won't be 60, so have a look at this link if you want to. So we're in the resources section. All I need to do is click on the word magnets. It opens up in another window which you can maximise when you're using it. Click on the menu. This is your simplest form. I want to use the advanced mode so that I can do a few other things. Now let's say, to make it a bit more interesting, I might want to use a template. So for example, you could add things like different shapes. You can add columns if you want to do things like that. There's all sorts of interesting shapes. I'm not going to use all of them. I want to add an image actually. So I'm going to find an image here. And I want to create something around questions. So I've just got a nice quick image to add there. Okay. Now let's go back to my magnets. Let's say I want to do some questions for the students and I want them to put them into the correct order. So think of a couple of easy questions. Okay, so that's a really easy one. Now if I click here, each word will come up as a word magnet. It's come up in order. I want them to do the work, so I'm going to just jumble it up a little bit. And in the session, their task will be to create that. Got my reminders coming up there, sorry for that. Okay, so let's do one more question. Okay, what are your favourite hobbies? To close all my reminders there. Okay, so you can see that they've overlapped now. I want to make sure they don't do that, so I need to just move them myself manually here. Okay, now you can see here, so they're simple questions. What I might want to do here, if I click on each one from this line, I've highlighted them, and what I can then do, if I want to, is change colour. So let's say I want some red ones. It just means then that you know that's one question, that's another question. Now this would work really well on an interactive whiteboard. In the new buildings, you can turn your whiteboards and use them interactively. You can't do that everywhere. You could use it on tablets. You could also use it from the front and use mini whiteboards as a way of doing the practice and then come together to look at it as a whole group. So that's the simplest way I'm going to do it. If I wanted to delete something, I can click on it, then go to remove. I don't want to, so I'll leave it there. You need to have a little play with this. If you want to save it, click on the save button and I'll give it a name, just a test. Okay, so questions test, and it will save in the cloud. So it's saved, there it is. Just to show you really quickly, my saves, I've got my really cluttered looking folders and I should put it somewhere sensible, but it's alphabetical, so it's this one here, questions test. To open it, I click on play, it will come up, there it is. I can add to it. Okay, if I want to edit it, just open that one, and if I want to share it, go to share. I can share it with a person, I can share a link, or I can publish it so that students can do it in their own time. So that's a quick look at, just cancel that, just cancel it there. That's a really quick look at using word magnets. Okay, we'll look at some of the other resources in the session, but 4 minutes, have a go at it and see how you get on.